Hello, I'm Jess. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute polymer clay charm, so let's get into it. The first thing you'll need to do is make an Oreo charm using black and white clay. I used the mold to make it, and I'll leave the link down below for it. I went ahead and baked it with some other pieces of black clay. You're going to need to chop this black piece of clay and others up to make the cookie bits. Now I'm taking a piece of white clay and I'm just going to be checking the size in the mold to make sure I'm not wasting any clay. So I'm just cutting it to size, and right now I'm going to cut it in half and then take those cookie bits, which are pre-baked chunks I told you about earlier, and then I'm going to mix them in like so. Okay, so now I'm just taking that clay and I'm rolling it out a bit with a dotting tool. Okay, now I'm going to take the other piece of clay that we separated this from and wrap the clay with the cookies around the plain white one. And this is just so we don't waste any cookie bits. You didn't really need to do that, but now I'm just popping into the mold and pushing firmly to make sure it's filling all the grooves, and then remove the excess with a blade or your fingers. Now I'm going to be mixing together some yellow and white clay to get a tan colored clay, like vanilla, for my cupcake top. And now I'm just rolling it into a ball once I have the color I like, and then I'm just going to get the right amount and shape it into a dome on top of the base. That you can keep the base in the mold for this part too. Okay, so now I'm just taking a toothbrush, and yeah, I'm using a toothbrush. Do not use this for your teeth anymore. Yeah, I only use it for polymer clay now. And I'm just using it to go around and lightly tap the bristles against it. Don't scrub, just tap. And make sure you get all the edges too. And now I'm taking these chalk pastels and a brush, and I'm just rubbing the brush across the top, and then I'm just dusting it with these colors. I'm using maroon, brown, yellow, and orange. It's mostly orange, a tiny bit of red, maroon, and brown, and then a little bit of orange too. Now I'm just using my dotting tool to mark where the eyes are going to be. Okay, so now we can move on to the top of the cupcake and the frosting and stuff. So I'm just going to squeeze out some translucent liquid Sculpey. Actually, this is bacon one, but either one work. And then I'm going to be scraping off some dust from this white chalk pastel to make it white. Yeah, because I made this mistake before. If you don't do this, it will turn translucent in the oven. Shocker. Just don't forget this. Just mixing it together with a dotting tool, and I'm actually on a sheet of acetate, so I'm not ruining this paper, don't worry. And now I'm just going to scoop a little bit on. So yeah, I had to kind of go back and fix it, but I just really wiped it with a paper towel carefully, and now I'm making these cute drips. You can make it more realistic if you'd like, but I just decided to go with a cute Kawaii style, and I'm using a needle tool and dotting tools to do this. Okay, so now you're just going to see me cutting it in half, but I would go ahead and cut those halves again in half, because I thought I was making a bear at this point, but that didn't work out. Okay, so just, yeah, the cupcake was too small, so I did it off camera because I stuck the barriers on and they were too large, so I cut them in half again, and I thought it looked like a koala, and yeah, and then I just added the cookie bits on top of the icing too, and now I'm just rolling out a thin snake of black polymer clay, and then cut off 2 little sections for eyes. Yeah, it takes a bit of practice to get this right, and then another section that's slightly bigger for the nose. You can do a mouth instead, but because it's a koala, I decided to do a nose, and I didn't include a mouth. So I just put them right in the eye sockets using my fingers and stuff, and then now I'm gonna roll this into like a cone, teardrop-ish shape, and then I'm just gonna place it in the middle of the eyes. Okay, so I popped an icon in the top and baked it in the oven. Follow the instructions on the back of your package, and then I glazed it with Sculpey gloss glaze, multiple coats, and this is the final result.